Alright guys, here's a little update. Finally got some parts back so I can put the Mx6 back together. Also kind of show you around my garage here too. I got a few cars. So we'll start off with the turbo. This is a Garrett center section that I just got back rebuilt from gpopshop. This is the exhaust wheel that was originally out of it. In my last video with the Mx6 running, you can see how, I don't know if it'll focus or not, but the edges right around here have all been chewed up, and I figured that was from when this turbo was originally in the rx7, when it blew an apex seal, probably threw it right through the turbine housing and chewed up the edges pretty good. Because here is what a brand new one looks like. It's the same exact specs and everything, but you can kind of see the difference. So everything around the fins and everything seemed alright, but it obviously threw an apex seal through the turbine wheel. So I sent off to gpopshop. They had a replacement. It's a Garrett replacement. I think it was like $100 some, $160 or something for a new turbine wheel. At the same time, I decided to get a 60-to-1 compressor wheel and have them machine it to fit my TO4 housing. However, this housing is just barely not big enough for there to be enough room for this turbine wheel. So here is a stock, this is like a TO4, I can't remember the specs on it right now. The one on the right is a 60-to-1, the one on the left is the factory one that was like a T4, TO4, whatever, that came out of this. But they had a bunch of cores at their shop, so they remachined, because this inlet's a little bit bigger. Sorry, I'm talking about like 5 things at once, but the inlet to this one is just a little bit bigger, so there's actually room inside this one for them to remachine to fit the bigger compressor wheel. So anyways, I just decided to go to a 60-to-1. It's a little bit bigger. I figured why not? Bigger's always better, in my opinion. Here, to give you guys a good size reference, this is the stock one out of the Mx6. Puny little VJ11 that everyone talks about that they should get replaced. So just to give you guys a size reference, here is the new one. And actually, I can't really see down in there. But anyways, kind of shows you, sort of. But also the exhaust housing is extremely small on these. I have a little bit of a bigger one. I'll show you a video here in a second. The only other thing I had replaced on this was the backing plate is brand new. This one, there's a little bearing that sits right inside here. It's a little bit egged out, so they said it needed a new one, so I had them just buy me a new one. So anyways, yeah, I got a brand new, I think it's like a stage 3 Garrett compressor wheel, or turbine wheel. I had them machine this housing they had to fit my 60-to-1 wheel. I had them balance everything. So now it's back. The reason that other turbo blew, I didn't know it at the time. I just had a straight oil feed going into the turbo. Now I have the restrictor to restrict the amount of oil that goes in there, because the exhaust, or the oil seal on the turbine side blew through, so it was blowing oil through, causing it to smoke like a mother. So I have an oil restrictor to help with that. As far as other cars go, this is my beautiful rx7 that's buried under stuff that I will finally be able to get going on. It's been sitting there for a couple years. This is the turbo for that big boy. That's a exhaust housing for my Gretty TD07, which eventually, kind of see it's a massive sucker. I guess, hey, for shit, since I got them out, give you guys size reference. So just a little bit bigger than this one. that will be going in the Mx6. Here's the old one. And actually, I think I got compressor housings everywhere in this place. This is a stock rx7. So this one over here is it's an HT. It's a Hitachi HT18S-2S. That comes in the factory RX7s. It's kind of a Garrett T04. These are good upgrades. A lot of guys will take this turbo with the back plate, put it onto the stock housing or the stock center section for the RX7s for a good upgrade. And I just had an upgrade from there. Then this is the one that's going in my RX7. So anyways, there's the turbo stuff. The only a couple other goodies I got here, a nice little boom little Haltech for the RX7 with a beautiful harness that it came with. It's actually in the house. They make a beautiful plug-in harness. Got the nice tile blow-off valve for that guy too for the RX7. Parts finally coming in. It's the wastegate. I have to rebuild that TD07. There's all the parts for that. So everything's in good shape on this. It just needs the oil seals, and the guy that had it before me didn't put same thing that happened to me. He didn't put a restrictor in it, so it blew the oil seal out. This is the fiance's RX7. It's just 89 convertible. She loves that car. Yes, it's an automatic. Don't hate. I need to teach her how to drive stick, but just got the new top replaced like a couple weeks ago. Had all the interior redone. The seats are all redone. It's a really clean car. And over here is the Mx6 in the back corner where it's been sitting for like 9 months. So anywho's, there's the manifold that I made. You guys can see that in the last video. So yeah, basically it was blowing smoke, so I had to get the turbo rebuilt. After this, I think the turbo's a little bit bigger, pushing more. I think I'm going to turn down to 10 psi. I still have the stock fuel in this car, so front mount, and yeah, in all her glory. I miss her. Yeah, I don't really know if there's much more we can show you, but finally had some money saved up, so I got that turbo rebuilt, and hopefully I'll get it in here today or tomorrow and at least get it fired up. So if you guys got any questions, feel free to ask, either about the RX7 or the Mx6. I can always try and help out as much as I can for questions, and I guess I'll catch you guys later.